I've been told in my life that there's sometimes I could have been the model for Clueless. So what do you think? Hello? This is Not a Spring Chick with Oldecam for OFN with comments on the headlines of today. U.S. Embassy employee dies of wounds.
Unfortunately, that's a byproduct of war.
Chavez orders Americans to elect Obama.
Well, when you tell people that the first two things you're going to do in office is to, one, yank all the troops out of Iraq, and two, meet with everybody that wished overthrown, naturally you're going to get that results from a guy that wants to overthrow us.
Boy, should that be an indication? Hello? 70% of Afghans without safe drinking water, the government.
Well, that means there's more of them that have safe drinking water than we do, so let's move to Afghanistan.
Obama, McCain wear soldiers' wristbands to frame war arguments.
One is supporting the troops, and the other says, the reason I'm wearing this band is because this poor person was killed.
D.B. Cooper's parachute possibly found.
Yeah, like they've been looking for D.B. Cooper since I was young, and I'm old.
Study links preemies and long-term risks.
It's another one of those studies that everybody in the world knows but the people doing the study.
Clear Channel deal collapsing.
It's a deal that I understand Clear Channel never really wanted to begin with, but was forced upon them. Now the people that forced it can't get the financing.
Home price drop signals tough spring.
Yeah, and just a little while ago before I left, they were talking about the fact that new home sales are down. If new home sales are down and the price drop is causing it for a bad spring, then how in the world did they have an uptick on sales last month?
NASA, Mars rovers will continue to run.
I told you yesterday that it was just a PR gimmick.
Yahoo joins Google's open social platform.
Meaning they're going to try to do anything they can do to dilute the worth of their company to Microsoft.
Sony BMG developing online music service.
You know, they join all the other companies that sell music in the world trying to screw the people out of money.
Dish Network spectrum buy perplexes.
Yeah, because they don't understand why a satellite company would buy a spectrum in order to have cell phones. You know, channel 56 across the board belongs to the company now.
Republican John McCain on Tuesday derided government intervention to save and reward banks or small borrowers who behave irresponsibly.
Well, that's how it should be. I mean, you have to help the people that were responsible before you help the people that were irresponsible.
High-tech census costs, accuracy in doubt.
Well, yeah, more in doubt because nobody can trust the internet, you know, because everybody breaks into everything.
Molokai Ranch on Hawaii to shut down.
People wouldn't kiss their butts, so in retaliation they're shutting the ranch down, the resort down, the golf course down, everything in order to teach the people a lesson.
Oh man.
They wanted to build high-rise structures for apartments on the property, and they got turned down about it.
Hundreds of visitors stranded on London Eye.
Yeah, how would you like to be stuck 450 foot in the air? But they gave you water and little protein tablets, though they were in an emergency kit to bide your time.
Hillary or nobody?
That means we reported this several months ago about the fact that Bill had been told that Hillary was going to be Obama's vice president, whether she liked it or not.
China's state-run media have taken great pains to portray Beijing's violent crackdown on Tibetans as a necessary action.
So they've even invited pro-Chinese members of the press in to show that today.
Obama's new message, some foes see old liberalism.
Well, basically he's going to raise everybody's taxes.
McCain warns against hasty mortgage bailout. Comcast Corp and Time Warner Cable Inc. are discussing a plan to fund a new wireless internet venture that would be run by Sprint Nextel Corp.
Octopus is getting bigger.
Yeah, and what about that hasty mortgage bailout with McCain?
You know, he's simply trying to enforce on the fact that if you don't let things bottom out first, you're just going to make things hold, and it's going to get worse again no matter what.
Islam and free speech.
Those are two things that don't go together.
Party needs to hold a mini convention of superdelegates shortly after the final caucuses and primaries in early June to settle on a nominee.
That's the people that basically have found themselves in a quandary over Michigan and Florida trying to get themselves out of it. It's not going to happen.
Chef Paul Prudhomme grazed by bullet.
Yeah, some idiot shot him, while he was doing a cooking demonstration.
What?
Yep, they fired a shot at him and hit him in the arm while he was just trying to entertain people.
Oh man. Goldman sees $1.2 trillion global credit loss.
That's just what they see. It's actually going to be worse. They said that right now the Wall Street people have written down 120 billion in bad investments on homes.
South Korea to back UN resolution on North Korea.
Which means it basically is people saying don't do it, which no one's going to pay any attention to.
Government benefit programs in trouble.
There's not enough money to fund Social Security or Medicare because the government drains it to pay for social programs.
U.S. envoy sounded out Pakistan's new civilian leaders on Islamist militancy on Tuesday.
Meaning it's going to get more militant no matter what because you've elected Muslims to office all over the place in that country.
A nude photo of the French First Lady, Carla Bruni, has been put up for...
Yeah, right now the bids are $4,000 for something that you can find on the internet anywhere.
I know, it's for the photo.
That's right. No, she was 19 and really looked hot.
Muslim scholar denounced the Pope's baptism on Saturday.
Well, they know it was nothing more than to stick an eye in the Muslims because they have been bitching about the Pope, and then they threatened to disrupt the Easter services.
India rejects U.S. timeline for nuclear deal.
As I understand, there's going to be 30 countries very shortly that have nuclear capabilities, and most of them Muslims, so it's got to be a very unsafe world over the next few years.
Barack Obama is drawing fresh fire for pledging to hold direct talks with foreign adversaries.
That's why Mr. Chavez is saying elect Obama, because Obama is the man that we can deal with. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Voters. A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the animal kingdom.
That just because you see something in one way doesn't mean it's the way that it's actually being seen by others.
Ah, a different point of view.